कैलकुलस, ठीक है। बुक्स दैट विल फॉलो शांति नारायण, there are two books of Shanti Narayan. One is differential calculus, okay, and the other one is integral calculus. I'll also discuss few problems from, in fact you have to buy this book, there is no other alternative, Malik and Arora. ठीक है, एनालिसिस कुछ है, रियल एनालिसिस की बुक है बेसिकली ये, मलिक एंड अरोड़ा। तो ये तो पक्के से ही लेना है, ठीक है, मलिक एंड अरोड़ा। हाँ बहुत अच्छी, इसकी आई थिंक सॉफ्ट कॉपी है कि नहीं है, आई डोंट रिमेम्बर। कुल मिला के दोनों कवर हो जाती है। इसमें थ्योरी पोर्शन इज एक्चुअली वेरी गुड। तो ये मलिक अरोड़ा, पीडीएफ शायद इसकी नहीं होगी या बहुत पुअर क्वालिटी की, ठीक है चलो नहीं होगा देखेंगे, ग्रुप पे मैं दूंगा अगर होगा तो, ठीक है। तो विल फॉलो दीज बुक्स। कैलकुलस में जरूरत पड़ती नहीं इतनी बुक्स की, क्वेश्चन भी वैसे ही होंगे इजी टाइप के, कुछ और क्वेश्चंस भी होंगे एक्चुअली कैलकुलस में, विल सॉल्व वैरायटी ऑफ क्वेश्चंस, इंटीग्रल वगैरह वो सब वगैरह भी, हाँ तो इधर उधर से आएंगे क्वेश्चंस, मुझे भी नहीं पता कहाँ से लेके क्वेश्चन बनाए हुए हैं, बट स्टिल तुम सॉल्व करोगे हो जाएंगे, नहीं होंगे तो करेंगे, ठीक है। चलो स्टार्ट करते हैं। फर्स्ट विल कवर द बेसिक्स ऑफ कैलकुलस, जो 12th में हमने कर रखे थे या उसके भी पहले किए होंगे, ठीक है। लेट्स स्टार्ट विथ फंक्शन। फंक्शन क्या है, व्हाट इज फंक्शन? अ फंक्शन f from a set of elements x to a set of elements y is a rule. Function is a rule that assigns to each element x in x exactly one element y in y. So, so function is basically a rule and it is defined from one set to other set. And what is this rule? भाई ये बताया जाएगा, बट करता क्या है, it assigns only one value to any element of this x, right? It won't be the case when a single element is being assigned two values, ठीक है, this is not a mapping. If any single, or this is not, any single element is having more than one images, this is not a mapping. Mapping means every element will have just one image, ठीक है। अच्छा, इसी को कई बार, जैसे कि नीचे का एग्जांपल देखो, G equal to, we are listing the images or pairs in ordered pair form. 1 is being mapped to 5, 1 comma 5, 4 comma 2 मतलब 4 is being mapped to 2, 2 is 3, 3 is 3, 1 is 6. Is not a function. Why it is not a function? 1 is being mapped with, yes, 1 has two images, 5 or 6, not allowed, ठीक है, that's why G will not be a function, ठीक है। We also have something called vertical line test. Vertical line test, let's say this is some function, this is some function, and if you draw, what is this axis? This is basically your set x, ठीक है। Function is a mapping from x to y. तो नॉर्मल लैंग्वेज में अपनी रियल लाइन होती है जहां तक केसेस में, अवर सेट या डोमेन जिसको बोलते हैं, दिस इज कॉल्ड डोमेन एंड दिस इज कॉल्ड और F is a mapping or a function from capital X to Y. Capital X is a set, capital Y is also a set. X is called domain, matlab all those values which your function can accept. What is Y? Set which will contain all possible images, right? So this Y is called, this is called domain, and this is called codomain. Now, what is range? Set of all images. Set of all images. So tell me whether this f of x will be subset of y or not. Every single image belong to y, correct? So range is subset of your codomain. Okay, so don't get confused between codomain and range. Okay, range will be subset of your codomain. Acha. Coming back to mapping or function, we have something called vertical line test. Matlab, if you draw a vertical line like this, so if it is intersecting your function only once, so this is a well-defined mapping. Otherwise, it is not. For example, take this case. Yeah. So this is some function whose representation is like this. If you draw a vertical line, it will intersect your graph twice. So this y won't be your function or mapping. Why? Because at this x, you are getting two values of y, which is not allowed under function. Okay? So function matlab every element should have unique image. Chalo. If it is not possible to draw a vertical line through a graph so that it cuts the graph in more than one point, then graph is a function. Now, if you don't have notes, you can ask from outside. We have notes of calculus, notes plus PYQs. Next, domain of a function. Domain of a function. F x to y. Domain is set of all values that x can take in fx, right? For example, y equal to square root of x. Y equal to square root of x. Tell me what will be the domain of this function? What will be the domain of this function? Okay, na? Okay. Domain of this function will be all x positive, right? All x. Domain will be all positive x. What will be the range? Look at the second question, range of a function. Y equal to fx, it is the set of y values. Y equal to square root of x plus y. Domain of this function will be x greater than equal to minus 4, right? Function is y equal to square root of x plus 4. Its domain will be x greater than equal to minus 4. A range, you must have studied this in 12th class. How do we define the range of square root? Always positive. Always positive. So y will take as y greater than equal to 0 will be its range. Okay, so whenever in question, while solving question, if somewhere you have to take a square root, so don't just write plus x or minus x, use mod x. यूज mod x। जैसे कभी भी अपने स्क्वायर रूट लिया, कुछ भी हुआ, and somewhere you are getting this expression, ठीक है, while solving the question, so don't simply write x, instead write mod x, ठीक है। there will be one question where this concept will be exploited, ठीक है, if you don't use this, answer will be wrong, ठीक है, तो be little bit careful। वो तो it will be given based on the it will depend on function to function। अभी के लिए तो everything is real, ठीक है। हाँ, ठीक है। now some basic functions, absolute value function y equal to mod x, domain of this function y equal to mod x, all real, and range 0 to infinity, always positive, सही। now नहीं, पीछे से आ रही थी। Geometrically it is the distance of x from 0। mod x का मतलब क्या है? It is the distance of origin from given point x। x minus a, distance of x from a on the number line। now draw y equal to x minus 2। how do we draw y equal to x minus 2? याद है? yes, ज्यादा खोना नहीं है। y equal to x equal to 2 पे you will shift the graph of y equal to mod x, right? चलो, अब बेसिक से वही सब मैनिपुलेशंस हैं, वर्टिकल शिफ्टिंग, हॉरिजॉन्टल शिफ्टिंग, स्ट्रेचिंग, रिफ्लेक्शन। जस्ट हैव अ क्विक लुक। मॉडिफाइंग फंक्शंस बाय शिफ्टिंग, वर्टिकल शिफ्टिंग y equal to fx plus k, y equal to fx plus k। how do we do? question is, or how do we draw the graph of y equal to fx plus k? if you know the graph of y equal to fx, so can you draw the graph of y equal to fx plus k? क्या करेंगे? shift the graph in upward direction or shift your x-axis in downward direction, it will have the same effect, right? चलो, जैसे कि if you have to draw the graph of y equal to x square minus 3, y equal to x square minus 3, do you know the graph of y equal to x square? what is this graph? like this, ठीक है, and you have to draw the graph of y equal to x square minus 3, क्या करोगे? 3 से नीचे शिफ्ट करोगे। किसको शिफ्ट करोगे? ग्राफ को ना। हाँ, दोनों में कंफ्यूजन मत करना कि whether you are going to shift graph or your x-axis। you have to do only one thing, either shift the graph or shift the axis। so if I don't want to shift the graph, I can shift the x-axis 3 units, ठीक है, so this will be -3, x equal to -3, ठीक है। चलो, not very important, basically these are helpful in drawing the graphs of various functions। similarly, if you have the graph of y equal to fx and you have to draw the graph of y equal to f of x minus a, तो just shift this graph in horizontal direction और फिर अपना ग्राफ निकल आएगा। example is always y equal to mod x and y equal to mod of x minus 2। shift कर दो mod x को to x equal to 2। now stretching y equal to fx, you know the graph of y equal to fx and you have to draw the graph of y equal to bfx। तो stretch the graph in y direction by a factor of b। तो इसमें it may not be so much useful or so much visible। just imagine you have the graph of y equal to 2x and you have to draw the graph of y equal to 2 cos x, 2 cos x, ठीक है। sin x ले लें, आसानी से बनता है y equal to sin x and y equal to 2 sin x। ग्राफ इज लाइक दिस। स्ट्रेचिंग के लिए sin 2x लेना है। हाँ, कंप्रेशन वो भी आएगा, स्ट्रेचिंग भी तो ऐसे होगा ना, इन दिस डायरेक्शन, दिस इज आल्सो स्ट्रेचिंग। चलो, दिस इज द ग्राफ ऑफ लेट्स से sin x. What will be these labels? 1 minus 1. So how can you draw the graph of y equal to 2 sin x? इसी को बस चेंज कर दे, you just change this. कितना हो जाएगा? This will be, these values will change? No, this will be pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, this will go like this. ठीक है? ठीक है? Next, reflection in x-axis, y equal to fx and y equal to minus fx. Let's say you have the graph of sum of x and you need to draw the graph of minus fx. So just take the reflection about the x-axis and you are done. ठीक है? चलो, ये सब इजी पीजी, इसको आगे बढ़ते हैं। अब बस एक बात याद रखना है, टर्न द पेज। Even and odd function. Even and odd function. What is even function? F of minus x equal to fx. What is odd function? F of minus x equal to minus types of fx. Now, how the graph looks like? Graph of even function? Yes, symmetrical about the x-axis. And graph of odd function? Yes. An example of even function? Yes, cos x. So even function is always symmetrical about y-axis. ठीक है? Whatever is on the x, the positive x direction, same will be in the negative x direction. ठीक है? Negative x-axis. So this, I mean, even function graph will be symmetrical about y-axis. Odd function, any example of odd function? Yes, best example is sin x. Odd function is f of minus x is minus times of fx. F of minus x is minus times of. Odd function are symmetrical about origin in this. Right? Chalo, फटाफट. Now again, input based transformation, compression and expansion. These are also very important. Let's say you have the graph of cos x, right? Y equal to cos x or y equal to sin x, and you have to draw the graph of sin 2x. किसका ग्राफ है ये? ठीक है, let's say this is the graph of sin x. This will be pi by 2. This will be pi. This will be 3 pi by 2, and this will be 2 pi. Now, if you have to draw the graph of sin 2x, what change you will make here? Compress होगा कि expand होगा? Compress कैसे करते हैं? Pi by 2 पे 0 होगा. We'll simply divide by this factor. सही है कि नहीं? We will divide this axis by 2. 4, 4, पाई, सही है, चेक कर लो। एट पाई बाई 4 यू शुड हैव 1, ठीक है। तो all the whatever entries are on the x axis just divide by 2 and this will become your graph of sine of 2x, ठीक है। So if this k is greater than 1, so it will be like compressing the graph. If your k is less than 1, so it will be like expansion of the graph, right? चलो फटाफट से have look on general graphs of trigonometrical functions. Let's look at 10x. सब रिवीजन करना है ये सब। 10x का देखो ग्राफ, minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, from minus infinity to infinity, correct? Also have a look over the tan inverse x, minus pi by 2, pi by 2. sec x का देखो, cos x, फटाफट, ज्यादा ये टफ नहीं है, बस एक क्विक रिकैप के लिए देख लो। Next is greatest integer function. Now this is important for exam. Greatest integer function. Greatest integer function denoted by this x. क्या करता है ये? Nearest and smaller integer for x. For x. That is, let's say if your x is 3.2, what will be value of this? 3. ठीक है? No. Integer part will be always integer value. Integer part of x will be simple 3. Now, if your x is 3.8, what will be the value of integer part of x? 3. Correct? 4 तो नहीं बोल दोगे ना? So, integer part, nearest and smaller integer for x. And what is the graph of integer part of x? Graph of integer part of x? ड्रॉ करेंगे, ठीक है। These graphs are important. This is integer part of x, and this is, by the way, what will be the domain of this function? This is also a function, so it will have domain and range. What is the domain of this function, integer part of x? All real, and range? All integers, ठीक है, all integer, 0 plus minus 1 plus minus 2 plus minus 3. I got your point. That is the next graph, ठीक है। So this is your, बिल्कुल, अभी रुको देखते हैं। हाँ, अभी रुको एक सेकेंड, ग्राफ बनाते हैं। चलो, draw the graph of integer part of x. So when your x is between 0 to 1, what is the value of integer part of 1? और अच्छा, एक मिनट के लिए और रुको। When your value of x is 0, what is the value of integer part of x? 0. What is the value of this integer part of x when x is 1? 1. What is the value of function when x is 2? 2. तो इंटीजर पार्ट पे द वैल्यू ऑफ फंक्शन इज ऑल्सो सेम इंटीजर ही है, राइट? नाउ what will be the value of your function when x is between 0 to 1? कितना होगा? 0. Tell me the value of function when x is between 1 to 2. 1. Tell me the value of function when x is between 2 to 3. 2. Correct? अच्छा. Tell me the value of function when your x is between -1 to 0. -1. Correct. Now you know the pattern. So the graph of integer part of x will look like this. 0, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be -1, -2, -1, -2. Correct? The graph of integer part of x is step function. Step function ही क्या बोलेंगे? Staircase type of function. ठीक है? So output will always be some integer, be it positive or negative, but output will always be your integer. ठीक है? Now some proper, अच्छा देख लिया ना? Now if the value of, let's say x is -0.25, what will be the value of integer part of x? -1, right? Similarly, what will be the value of your integer part of x if x is -1.25? यहाँ कहीं पे होगा -1.25, value will be -2, right? चलो, now read some properties of integer part of x. Integer function की read some properties. Integer part of x plus I is equal to integer part of x plus I. मतलब integer part comes out of integer, जो box है उससे बाहर आ जाता है integer I, ठीक है? Now integer part of x is equal to x if x is an integer, correct? Now integer part of minus x is again equal to minus times of integer part of x if x is an integer. Otherwise it is minus times of integer part of x if x is not an integer. वो तो हमने देख ही लिया. If x was negative, तो integer part is, let's say, -2.25. So what is your integer part? -3. Negative में it further goes back, है ना? चलो, of course integer part of x plus y is greater than equal to integer part of x plus y. काम करो, try to solve question on the next page. Given y equal to 2x plus 3 वाला, try to solve this question. This is basic revision. Y equal to 2x plus 3 and y equal to 3x minus 2 plus 5. Find the value of हो गया, कितना आ रहा है 15 आ रहा है, सही है। You just have to use one property, you can bring this -2 out of this integer function. Y is 2 integer part of x plus 3 is equal to 3x minus 6 plus 5. What is integer part of x? कितना है 4. And once you have this value, so y will be कितना 11. ठीक है. Now because y is integer, so this will be integer x plus y. Integer x is 4 plus 11. Answer will be 15. Done. सही है दुर्गेश, नेहा. चलो, next is fractional part of x function. Fractional part x function. Try to remember these graphs. ठीक है. So next is fractional function, fractional part of x denoted by these curly brackets, y equal to x. Now what is the range of this? Range of this 0 to 1. Fractional part can be 0 but never 1. ठीक है. Now and what will be the domain of this function? Entire entire real axis. ठीक है. Now draw the graph. अभी तो नेक्स्ट फ्रैक्शनल पार्ट का फ्रैक्शनल पार्ट ऑफ एक्स फंक्शन. ग्राफ देख लो इसका. दिस इज 1. We know this value will always be positive and it will be between 0 to 1. ठीक है. So now tell me, if your x is between 0 to, if your x is 0, what will be the value of fractional part? 0. If your x is between 0 to 1, this fractional part will be x. Graph will be y equal to x. Correct? Right? Now, again, what will be the fractional value or value of this function if your x is 1, 0, 0? So again, your graph will start from here. And again, if your x is 1 to 2, fractional will move like this. चाहे तो आप, you can write the exact equation x minus integer power. Okay, you will get these functions. So the function, the graph of this function y equal to fractional part of x will be like this. ठीक है. Yes, otherwise this will be a different line. ठीक है. Of course this will be a different line like this. Yes, बिल्कुल. In fact, any general number x is equal to integer part of x plus fractional part of x. ठीक है. In general this is true. Consider positive x is positive, x equal to integer part of x plus fractional part of x. Now x equal to if, just read the properties of fractional part of x. X equal to 0, integer part of x equal to 0 if x is integer, and the fractional part of x is equal to x if x is between 0 to 1. Question: fractional part in -2.4. what will be the value of -2.4? क्या होगा? 0.6 होगा ना? कैसे? क्या है ये? क्या लिखें इसको भाई? -3 प्लस, यही तो है ना? हाँ, -3 प्लस 0.6, तो फ्रैक्शनल पार्ट कैन नॉट बी नेगेटिव, तो जल्दी जल्दी में डोंट राइट -0.4, ठीक है? चलो, नाउ लीस्ट इंटीजर फंक्शन, लीस्ट इंटीजर फंक्शन देखो। अच्छा, फर्स्ट ट्राई टू सॉल्व द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, इसके पहले भी सॉल्व for fractional part of x equal to x plus this. Find the values of x. क्या? 5/3 होगा आंसर में। हम्म कितना आंसर आ रहा है? ग्राफ से? बस। हाँ, हम्म बस। हाँ, 5/2 2 आ रहा है क्या? सेटिस्फाई कर? हुआ दुर्गेश? दिव्यांशु? ज्योति? सोचो सोचो। हम्म only two values, 0 and 5/3. It's not interval, they are just two values. X plus, it's up to you, how do you want to solve this question? कैसे किया है सुमंत? क्या किया जाए? हाँ
मतलब इसका रिलेशन आपने इसको रिप्लेस कर दोगे, रिलेशन आता है
ये फिर
हाँ मतलब आप इससे हो जाएगा 3 टाइम्स इक्वल्स टू 2 टाइम्स ये आ जाएगा 3 बाय मतलब एक साइड पे 3 को रख दो तो फ्रैक्शनल पार्ट ऑफ x इक्वल टू 2 बाय 3 टाइम्स
वही बात है, फ्रैक्शनल पार्ट ऑफ x इक्वल टू 2/3 इंटीजर पार्ट ऑफ x. Now
अब जैसे 0 से 1 में डायरेक्ट
this will always lie between 0 to 1. Now this will always lie between 0 to 1. 1. ठीक है? It means integer part of x will always lie between 0 to 3/2. मतलब what are the possibilities of integer part of x? This value. What are the possibilities for integer part? So integer part can be 0 and 1. ठीक है? Now if this is 0, now take two cases. Yes, case 1, an integer part of x is 0. Integer part of x is 0. The fractional part will be 0, and hence your x will be 0. Case 2, yes, case 2 will be when integer part of x is 1. The fractional part will be 2/3, right? So x will be 1 plus 2/3. It is 5/3. So x will have only two values, 0 and 5/3. Correct? सही है? ऐसे ही just read least integer function. Least integer function क्या होते हैं? Consider x to be a positive number. So this is some integer n and this is some integer n plus 1, right? And x is somewhere here. So greatest integer क्या करता है? Yes, it brings back to this n, and least integer function noted by this will be n plus 1. ठीक है? वो उसको एक आगे लेके जाता है, right? Next is signum function. Signum function y equal to signum of x. It means the function will have value 1 when x is positive. Function will have value 0 when the x is 0, and function will have value negative when x is negative. ठीक है? Negative, right? This is signum function. तो अच्छा मुझे एक बात बताओ, if you have to draw the graph of signum sin x, can you draw? बन पाएगा? y equal to signum sin x. First, it won't be like sin x. होना तो it can have only two values, three values, 0, 1 or -1. 0, 1 or -1. ठीक है? अच्छा, it will be even function or odd function, or can't say. देखते हैं ग्राफ बना के. अच्छा, सिग्नम ही देख लो ना. Signum function is odd function or odd function, odd or even function. Odd function. ग्राफ देखो ना, it's symmetrical about origin. राइट। चलो, तो नाउ तो we have to draw the graph of signum sin x. Signum sin x. So if sin x is positive, the value of function will be 1. So 0 पे 0. For this interval, your function is positive. The value of the function will be 1, correct? For this, at this point, value of function will be 0. So 0. For this, the value of function is sin x is negative. So signum negative matlab -1, correct? -1. Again, will go to 0. Again 1. See? Can repeat the same thing. Yeah. ठीक है? The graph of signum sin x will be something like this. So is it odd function or even function? Odd function. Negative? नहीं, this signum function doesn't care about कि I have sine function within or cos function. It will simply say कि I have positive value or negative value. For this interval, this value is negative. Signum will give you -1. That's all. ठीक है? ऐसे यहाँ के लिए signum will say कि yeah, I have positive value, so output will be +1, right? So graph will be like this. Clearly, this is an odd function. चलो, log function देख लो, at 1 it will be 0. Just notice the base. Notice the base. The value of log at 1 will always be 0. Now, let's say this is ln x. So what will be the graph of log base 2x? Above this or below this? And here? What x-axis or right side पे? ऐसे जाएगा? This is correct? हाँ? log x समझना नहीं, याद रखना है. log x और you can compare the values. किसी एक particular value, किसी term पे value निकाले. Or you can simply compare the values at different x, right? जैसे कि log 1 पे every graph will pass through 1. What is the value at 2? What is the value at 2? ln 2 पे वैल्यू कितना होता है, याद है कि नहीं? पॉइंट log 2 is 1 और ये होता था 0.691 से 693 हाँ ln 2 ln 3 log 2 log 3. you should remember these functions. ठीक है, वैसे भी याद रखो ग्राफ. ठीक है, इतना सोचने का टाइम होता नहीं है. चलो, कौन सा इंटीजर फंक्शन? लीस्ट इंटीजर फंक्शन में क्या है, जैसे कि लेट्स से योर x इज 3.2, तो लीस्ट इंटीजर फंक्शन विल बी आगे वाला 4. हाँ, और कुछ नहीं है. ठीक है, चलो, you can try question number, next question. Try this question. Integer part of x square plus greatest integer x square plus least integer is square greater than 25. X की क्या? is greater than 5 or x less than equal to minus 4. Okay. Check for x equal to 4. Check for x equal to 4 whether that inequality is being satisfied or not. Huh? No, 16 plus 16. 32 greater than 32, 25. 4 has to be in the answer. क्या आंसर है? Minus infinity to minus 4 and 4 to infinity. क्योंकि स्क्वायर है. हम्म. Okay. I plus 4 is equal to I plus 4 into I minus 3. It doesn't zero. Hmm. 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 हाँ. Repeat. X greater than 21. It will be a part of solution, but of course it is incomplete solution because the answer is x should be minus infinity to minus 4 union 4 to infinity. Yes, correct. हाँ. What is the starting? क्या करना है? बोलो. Let's say x is not integer. Let's say x is not integer. Let's say x is not integer. Then this will be. क्या होगा ये? कुछ नहीं, ये तो आई ही है. तो x will be some integer part of x will be some I, let's say. ठीक है? This is I square plus this will be I plus 1 square This has to be greater than 25, correct? So this will be I square plus 1 plus 2i greater than 25. कितना है ये? कितना है ये? 2i square minus 24 greater than 0. ये कितना बनेगा? हाँ, 2 तो कॉमन ले लो. This is I square plus I minus 12 greater than 0. So this will be I minus 4 है कि plus 4 है? So plus 4. And I minus 3 should be greater than 0. Should be greater than 0. सही है? अब this is inequality. I plus 4, I minus 3 should be greater than 0. Minus 4 minus 3 ये यही वैसे होता है ना. So I should be greater than minus 4 or I should be greater than 3. Correct? Correct. Now we know the integer part of x should be greater than 3 and greater than minus 4. तो अब मुझे बताओ what can be the possible values of x. What is x? Your x is I plus f. F is some number between 0 to 1. X is some number between 0 to 1. तो क्या हो सकता है? What can be the possible values of x? I is greater than minus 4. Right? इसका मतलब I can be minus 5, minus 6, minus 7, minus 8. अच्छा, extreme case क्या होगा? Minus 5 plus fractional part. Yeah, you can directly check whether x equal to minus 4 is solution or not. Greater than minus 4 तो हाँ इक्वलिटी में लेस देन माइनस 4 आएगा. आई लेस देन माइनस 4 आएगा ना, इस साइड आएगा ना ये. आई लेस देन माइनस 4, आई ग्रेटर देन 3. हाँ, तो आई लेस देन माइनस 4 के केस में आई शुड बी minus 5, 6 ऐसे करके आएगा. Now what can be the extreme value? Minus 4. चेक करके देखो तुम पहले तो whether minus 4 is satisfying or not. Right? So in negative side your x will start or extreme value will be minus 4 or infinity. और इधर पे your I can be 4, 5, 6. तो I 4 plus some fraction. तो minimum value can be 4 when fraction part is 0. तो ये तुम्हारा हो जाएगा यूनियन 4 to infinity. ठीक है. बाउंड्री केसेस के लिए फॉर गेटिंग कंफ्यूज्ड, पुट वैल्यूज एंड स्टॉप डिस्कशन. इसके लिए तो नहीं, इसके लिए कई बार प्रॉब्लम हो जाता है. इसके लिए आई से लेस देन माइनस 4 है. माइनस 4 तो प्लस 4 प्लस एफ माइनस 4 मतलब आई विल स्टार्ट फ्रॉम माइनस 5 प्लस सम पॉजिटिव वैल्यू कैन गो अप टू
माइनस 3 के नीचे का काम.
तो हाँ. तो अल्टीमेटली वही वैल्यू चेक करके ही तो हो गया ना. तो वही है, जस्ट चेक फॉर द एक्सट्रीम वैल्यूज. ठीक है, पॉजिटिव के लिए इट्स प्रीटी मच क्लियर. इसके लिए भी एक केस के लिए जस्ट चेक फॉर द बाउंड्री केस. ये वाला, ये तो अभी देख रहे हैं कि हाउ डू वी राइट दिस एक्सप्रेशन फॉर्म इनइक्वालिटी फ्रॉम दिस, आई मीन हाउ टू सॉल्व इनइक्वालिटी, ये तो अभी अगला टॉपिक है। ठीक है, ये हुआ, डन। नाउ ट्राई नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन। Now try next question. Find out whether the following function is even, odd, or neither. Find out whether the following function is even, odd, or neither. What is your approach? और ग्राफ बना लो। ग्राफ बन पाएगा? Try to draw the graph of this function. Hmm. Hmm. It is even function. पहले भी थे। हाँ, x में क्या किया है, एक तरीका क्या है, just put replace x by minus x, or you can draw the graph, you can do anything. So if you replace x by minus x, your fx is x mod x is less than equal to -1. ग्राफ बनाने का भी ट्राई करो, जस्ट फॉर प्रैक्टिस। 1 minus x, this will be for x -1 to 1, and lastly it will be minus x mod x for x greater than 1. अभी क्या करना है, we can replace x by minus x, ठीक है। तो wherever we are saying x, just replace it by minus x. तो माइनस एक्स ऐसे ही ना, कुछ और भी है ऐसे ही ना। इधर पे 1 minus x plus 1 plus x -1 minus x 1 here x minus x और minus x greater than 1. अभी क्या करना है, मल्टीप्लाई बाय -1, दिस विल बी x ग्रेटर देन 1। इसमें भी सेम चीज, x 1 -1 to 1, इसमें भी x लेस देन इक्वल टू -1, इधर पे भी you will get x mod x, और इधर पे भी you will get -x mod x। This is the expression of f of -x. Clearly, this is same as f of x. Hence, the function will be even. ठीक है? Now, try to draw the graph. ग्राफ बन गया? आ रहा होगा साइड में पैराबोलास, बीच में डॉट, स्ट्रेट लाइन। ग्राफ बना दिया निधि? Function is fx equal to x mod x 1 plus x plus 1 minus x mod of x. This is x less than equal to -1. This is x minus 1 to 1, and this will be x greater than 1. X is positive, so mod x will open with the plus sign. X is negative, so mod will open with the negative sign. Without any इसमें, ठीक है? सही? Now, what about this function? When your x is between -1 to 1, तो किसमें? एक तो इसमें ये कर सकते हैं कि this integer part, this is integer, it will come out of this integer function. तो ये क्या हो सकता है? क्या होगा? बाहर कर दें क्या इसको? 2 plus integer x minus x, कर सकते हैं सर?
-1 minus
माइनस, हाँ
greatest integer of -x को लिख सकते हैं ना, -1 -2।
हाँ, एक काम करते ना, we can break this interval -1 to 0 and then 0 to 1, है ना? सही रहेगा ना? For x equal to 0, what is the value of function? 2. For x equal to 0, this will be 2. So यार, we can easily, if you are getting confused, just break this interval. This is creating trouble for us ना? We will break this interval. So कर देते हैं ना, 0, x equal to 0, and for x greater than 0 less than 1, for x greater than 1, x equal to 0 पे will be 0, बाकी के लिए भी -x square। हाँ, अब बताओ, this was the original function when x is greater than -1 and less than 0, इसकी वैल्यू कितनी होगी? 2 होगा ना, x equal to 0 पे। Now, इस रेंज के लिए what will the value of this function?
0 से 1 में
2, 0 and -1 आएगा ना, let's say x equal to 0.25,
हाँ तो -0.25
-1, right? तो this will be 1. ऐसे ही इसकी वैल्यू बताओ, 2, x is let's say -0.25, so this will be -1 and this will be 0, so again this will be 1. Now you can draw the graph. ठीक है? तो graph should look like, कहाँ में break है? We have a break at -1, 1 and 0. 0 पे the value of function is 2. Between 0 and 1 we have 1, and beyond x equal to 1, x greater than 1, we have -x square. -x square is like this, या और थोड़ा सा ऐसे खोलते हुआ, ये 0 पे जाएगा ना, ये something like this, x equal to 1 पे, yes, and for x less than -1 again minus y 1 square, तो same चीज, right? This will be our function. So clearly this is symmetrical about y-axis. हाँ, क्या फंक्शन था? माइनस एक्स मॉड एक्स ना, ठीक है. So clearly this is a even function. Done? सही है. अब फटाफट से try next question. If fx satisfies the relation f of x plus y equal to fx plus fy for all xy element of R and f1 is 5, find fn. Find fn. Also prove that fx is odd. कैसे प्रूव किया fx odd? Or we can simply f of first we need to find the value of f0. Then replace y by minus x. Next question is, it is given that f of x plus y is f of x plus f of y, correct? Right? And we also have, and this holds for all x, y being real numbers, right? Similarly, it is given that f of 1 is equal to 5, correct? And we have to find sigma fn, and ranges from 1 to p, correct? AP होगा. So चलो भाई, now f2 is nothing but f1 plus f1, right? This is 2 times of f1. Similarly, your f3 will be 3 times of f1, f4 will be 4 times of f1. So this f1 plus f2 plus fp will be equal to f1, take f1 common, इधर पे आएगा 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus p, and this will be, all of these are integers, so this will be p plus 1 by 2 into f1 is 5. So this will be the answer, right? Now yes, f of 0 कैसे निकल के आएगा? Yes, f of 0 plus 1 is equal to f of 0 plus f1. This is 5 equal to 0 plus 5. This will give you 0. Now we have to prove कि fx is odd function. Odd function मतलब f of minus x should be equal to minus fx, right? So put y equal to, yes, y equal to minus x. So f of x minus x equal to f of x plus f of minus x. This will be f of 0. So 0 equal to f of x plus f of minus x. Clearly, your f of minus x is minus times of fx. And that's why your fx will be odd function. सही है? हो गया? Done, not done? Now just some quick points about inequality, how to solve inequality. फटाफट से रिवाइज कर लो. Inequality, mathematical expression involving less than, greater than equal to, less than equal to. Solving inequality means to find range of values of unknown. Let's say you have, for example, 5x minus 4 is greater than 2x plus 3. It means what are the values of x for which this inequality will hold? So 5x minus 4 greater than 2x plus 3. Solve for x. कितना आएगा? 3x should be greater than 7. So x should be greater than by 3. Now few points about inequality. Adding the same number to both sides of an inequality remains true. मतलब nature of inequality does not change. Subtracting the same number from both sides of inequality remains true. So you add or subtract from both sides of inequality का nature does not change. Multiply and divide by a positive number, again no change on inequality. Multiply or divide by a negative number, inequality reverses. ठीक है? Inequality reverses. That is, if x is greater than y, then minus x will be less than minus y. ठीक है? So if you multiply by negative number, inequality changes. ठीक है? Don't forget this. चलो. हाँ. चलो. Now let's solve few inequalities. Start from x square greater than x. If x square is greater than x, solve for x. क्या आएगा? X square minus x is greater than 0. You can write this as x minus 1 greater than 0. Now, how do we solve such equations, such inequalities? On the number line, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1. Now, we start from the right hand side, plus, minus, plus. What we want? We want those values of x for which this inequality is positive. So pick those reasons where we are having plus sign. So those reasons will be minus infinity to 0, union 1 to infinity. ठीक है? सही? चलो. सही है? अच्छा. Can you prove if x is greater than y, x square will be greater than y square? ये सही है गलत है? This is correct or wrong? हाँ. गड़बड़ लिखा हुआ है. अगर 1 से छोटे हैं तब भी गड़बड़ होगा. हाँ, तो उसको छोड़ दो, वहाँ कट्टा में लग दो. What if x and y are less than 1, then for example 0 is greater than minus 1, but 0 square is not less than 1. ठीक है? So this may not be true in general. This will hold when positive and if x and y are less than 1, then this inequality will hold or not? In fact, if x and y both are less than 1 and you have x greater than y, then will x square will be less than y, x square will again be greater than y square. ये बोल रहे हैं कि let's say x comma y both are less than 1 and x is greater than y. Can we say x square will also be greater than y square? सही है. And in case you have negative numbers, नेगेटिव केस में तो वैसे ही ट्रू नहीं था ये. ठीक है. हाँ चलो कंफ्यूज मत हो, इट्स नॉट दैट इम्पोर्टेंट. चलो नाउ ट्राई टू सॉल्व दिस इनइक्वालिटी mod of x minus 4 less than 3. कर लोगे आराम से. What is the meaning of this mod x greater than equal to 5? It means your x should belong to minus infinity to minus 5 union 5 to infinity. ठीक है. Similarly, x minus 4 less than 3, it means your x minus 4 minus 3 to 3, right? Just add 4 on the both side and you will get the range of x. Similarly, try to solve fifth question, quadratic inequality वाले केस में. Fifth equation, tell me the values or range of x where this inequality will hold. Fifth is x minus 1, 2 minus x, x minus 3 and x minus 4 greater than 0. Greater than 0. How do you solve such inequalities? First, we'll multiply by minus because this term is creating trouble for us. We are used to solving x minus a, x minus b, x minus c. So we multiply by minus 1. So this will become x minus 2. And rest of the terms will remain unchanged. And this will be less than 0. Now, we will mark all the points 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And starting from the right hand side, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus. Okay? We'll select those regions where we are having negative sign. So x belong to, because we have a strict inequality, so open interval 1 to 2 union 3 to 4. This will be our value of x. Right? So भाई ये तो सारे थे अपने basics. अब इसके बाद you have few expansions, sin x, cos x, tan x, cot x. कहाँ पे 1 1 on 2? हाँ मेरे में गायब है. क्या लिखा हुआ है? अच्छा अच्छा, पता है ना 1 1 on 2 फंक्शन क्या होता है? दिखाना चाहिए क्या क्या. छोटा सा ही तो होगा वो. हाँ 1 1 on 2 इनवर्स फंक्शन. ठीक है. तो देख लो क्या है. 1 1 on 2 एंड कुछ नहीं, इनवर्सल फंक्शन में होता है. What is 1 1 function? Let's say this is some mapping. Mapping was what? From one set to another set. Okay? A rule that binds elements of X to elements of Y. Function is a rule. So you have different elements like this. ये. इधर पे भी you will have some elements. So 1 1 is this. ये. ठीक है? And how do we show कि some mapping is 1 1? If two images fx1 is equal to fx2, then x1 equal to x2. मतलब no two different elements can have the same image. No two different elements can have the same image. मतलब this can also be written like if x1 not equal to x2, it implies fx1 will not be equal to fx2. This is 1 1. क्या हुआ ना भैया? वन हाँ ठीक है ठीक है. So this is 1 1. And proof करने के लिए we'll always use start with fx1 equal to fx2 and we'll show कि x1 is also equal to x2, right? Next is onto. What is the meaning of onto? सबकी जोड़ी बनती है. ठीक है? Every element of y will have some pre-image. Some pre-image. मतलब you won't have any elements which are not mapped, right? कोई सिंगल नहीं रहेगा, सबको ये, right? So every element of y will have some pre-image. ठीक है? अच्छा तो मुझे बताओ, let's say you have 4 elements in this and 5 elements in this. ये कितना हो गया? ज्यादा हो गया क्या? एक और, ठीक है? So this mapping is this. This mapping is 1 1 or onto or none? Questions are, is this mapping 1 1? Is this mapping onto? Both, none, कुछ क्या? Clearly this mapping is 1 1. ठीक है? 1 1. ठीक है? Every element has unique image. सबका एक एक के साथ मैपिंग चल रहा है. ठीक है? Whether this mapping is onto? No, it is not onto. Why? कुछ लोग रह गए ऐसे ही. ठीक है? बाबा Baba is lying here. No. Oh my God. ये बोलना पड़ता है. So this element is not mapped to any element of X. Okay? So these two elements have no pre-image. That's why this particular mapping is not onto mapping, right? Acha. If I map all the elements to this single element, ठीक है? इसको भी इधर कर दें, तो will this mapping be 1 1? हाँ? Will this mapping be 1 1? No, because this element has multiple pre-images. Acha. Now let's say this is another element which is mapped to none. So this will be a mapping or not? This won't be even mapping. ठीक है? Domain is, this is not, I mean this element cannot be even in domain. ठीक है? And we are claiming that this is domain. The possible, this case is not possible. Domain में होते ही all those elements है which a function can accept. ठीक है? क्या क्या
इतना बेसिक है ना, कंफ्यूज हो जाएगा पढ़ने के बाद।
ठीक है, तो 1 1 on 2, and when a function is both 1 1 and on 2, then it is possible to find an inverse function. Inverse function, let's say, was a function which was mapping elements of x to this, and if this f happens to be both 1 1 and on 2, then there exists an inverse function denoted by f inverse. ठीक है, and if any of these two conditions is violated, then this f inverse won't exist. ठीक है, तो what is f? If you provide input a, it will give you a dash. ठीक है, and what is f inverse? If you provide a dash to it, it will give you a. This is your inverse function. ठीक है, so f maps from a to a dash, and inverse function maps a dash to a. ठीक है, so this inverse function exists only when the function is 1 1 and on 2. तो कभी क्वेश्चन आता है कि prove that कि inverse function will exist for this function, so you just have to show कि the f is both 1 1 and on 2. So this was all about basics. ठीक है, from tomorrow we'll start our main course, which is limit and continuity. ठीक है, तो आज रेस्ट करो, कल से we'll start main things. ठीक है guys? This cannot be domain, this will not be even mapping, this cannot be domain. ये बोल, क्योंकि डोमेन में सारे वही x होते हैं जो फंक्शन एक्सेप्ट करता है, ये डोमेन ही नहीं होगा. एंड वी क्लेम कि x इज डोमेन. हाँ, 1 1 नहीं है, x आगे तो ये मैपिंग ही नहीं है, मैं ये बोल रहा था. 1 1 की तो बात ही नहीं आती, राइट? It is not 1 1 because many elements are having the same image. No, if all these elements were same, then it will be 1 1 mapping ना. 1 1 mapping का मतलब everyone will have its unique image, and now that image won't be mapped to any other element. ग्राफ याद रखो ना, इससे ज्यादा आसान कुछ भी नहीं है. इस तरह का ग्राफ होना चाहिए. Your 1 1 should be, graph of 1 1 should be like this, simple. And onto मतलब every element should be mapped to this, बस. No one should be left alone in y. If not a single element is left alone in y, it means this mapping is onto. And 1 1 मतलब this, the straight lines. Every element is mapped to some element. ठीक है, प्रूविंग करने वैसे तो आएगा ये, दिस विल कम मल्टीपल टाइम्स इन अदर सब्जेक्ट आल्सो, तो याद हो जाएगा. ठीक है, सो विल मीट टुमारो. आज के लिए जस्ट रिवाइज योर बेसिक्स एंड चिल.